Hello, hello. It's Alicia from Quick and Delish. Hope you're doing well. This is my first video for 2021. I'm sort of rearranged the kitchen so I have a different view and you can see a different background. A different perspective is always good to take in a new year. Here we are, the second year of the pandemic, and I think we've learned some things about how to do pandemic, and let's do it better. I think we can do it better. So I wanted to remind you that this is citrus season, and here in California, I'm reporting from San Francisco. We have lots of different citrus fruits available right now, and so I just wanted to show off a couple that I've picked up recently at the local grocery store. So don't forget about, I have some kumquats. Kumquats are really awesome to add to salads. So what I do is I'll like slice up one of these. Like I'll just take the little stem off and then slice it up and then remove the seeds. And they're I like sour foods. Like I like pickles and I like strongly flavored foods. So kumquats are great in salads. These are like the smallest mandarins I've ever seen in my life. These are called Kishu mandarins, and they're seedless. They're similar to clementines. So check these out. They're like, a couple of years ago, I actually weighed one and figured out how many calories they are. I think they're about 10 calories each, give or take. I think they're like 10 to 15 calories, depending on how big they are. I mean, come on, they're so little, and they're easy to peel. So Kishu, K-I-S-H-U, mandarins. These were a little bit pricey, but you're worth it. And these are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of a treat. And they're super fun. So you could have like 10 of those for like 100 calories if you're somebody that's paying attention to calories. Okay, next up here, one of my favorite lemons. I love regular old-fashioned Eureka lemons, which are the typical acidic lemons that we use to add and enhance our foods. Lemon zest, lemon juice. These are Meyer lemons. These are a sweet lemon, and you can eat the rind, and it's not acidic, it's very sweet. And so if you're looking to add a little bit of acid to your foods, then the Meyer lemon is not going to do it. But these are great to add to salads. And I do lots of different things with this. Add to salads, or just squeeze in my water for a different type of hydrating beverage. Yeah, lots of different things. The zest, I usually try to use the zest when I get Meyer lemon because it's so delicious. These are Cara oranges, and let me show you what the inside of these look like. Hang on for a second. I'll just walk over here. Don't worry, I'm right here. Yeah. Okay, so these are Cara oranges, and my understanding is that they are a mutation from a navel orange. And so let's see. Are you ready? These are gorgeous. So it totally looks like a grapefruit, right? The red pigment totally looks like a grapefruit. Oh my gosh, but it's like the best navel orange smell, and they're a little bit more fragrant. Like floral fragrant than your typical navel orange, and they're a little bit more meaty, and the white pith isn't nearly as bitter as it is in the navel orange. So Cara, C-A-R-A, Cara oranges, they're in season right now. All right, so next up is one of my favorite, so there's grapefruits, right? And grapefruits are a little bit acidic and astringent. This is an Oroblanco, so it means white gold. And this is I believe it's a hybrid. And it's so awesome and delicious. I'm gonna have to cut one of these in half too, just to show you. Look at that flesh. So it has more white pith than the typical grapefruit, and it's super fragrant. And these are, the Oroblanco are more floral, and it's like some fruits and like wines, if you taste some wines, they have like a complex layer of many complex layers of flavor. And so I think Oroblanco is one of those types of fruits that has like a beginning, a middle, another story, and then, you know, there's like 4 or 5 different layers of flavor going on. And it's just really floral and low acid and delicious. So I highly recommend, if you ever see Oroblanco, definitely pick them up. They're definitely a little bit more pricey than the average grapefruit. And you want to go with one, if you're picking one, you want to get one that's heavier, because then it's going to be juicy and more flesh, because it does have more of that white pith. All right. No, so next up, these are kind of crazy. I'll show up this bad boy in a second. Okay, so this is a pomelo. So is this one. So this, they're both pomelo, and they're spelled Pomelo, or with a U instead of an O in the beginning. So pomelo. So this is a, I believe grapefruit was derived from pomelo, and grapefruit was created by two different plants. But so these are another low acid type of grapefruit, which is pretty fun. And for fun, oh my God, this is somewhere between, like, I know, maybe like 6 pounds. Look at the size of it, like my head, right? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna have to show you what this looks like. I'm gonna have to get a serrated knife because I want a longer knife. Okay. This is cool. I think I'm able to walk around my kitchen more with this camera shot. Okay, are you ready? This is pretty exciting. Okay, whatever. Giant red ruby grapefruit looking fruit. Okay, so those of you who live in San Francisco, so this is a lot of white pith that you can't eat. So that's the unfortunate part of pomelo, but it's just part of the thing. You just have to accept what's going on with each fruit and vegetable. Okay, so this is definitely like a maybe 4 to 6 serving fruit. Yeah. So you can cut these things up in different ways. I usually cut them up somewhere like this. It's almost like melon. Think of pomelo as like how to cut it. Think about how you cut melon. So I got like a nice wedge here. My mouth is watering. Okay, I'm gonna give it a taste, even though I don't necessarily want to eat that pith. Okay. Got my kitchen towels right here. Tastes like grapefruit. Tastes like grapefruit. I was trying to think if there was anything else going on, but yeah, it's a juicy grapefruit, and it just happens to be that it's gigantic. So a couple different citrus fruits that maybe you don't necessarily see in your average grocery store. So check out the farmer's market, check out, different stores to see what they have. That's all I wanted to share with you today. It's super rainy and dark and cold in San Francisco today. And so it just took me a while to get myself together to do this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please do share and subscribe. And I'd love to hear what kind of citrus fruits or fruits that you're eating nowadays in January. Apples are starting to go a little bit out of season, or I've purchased a couple apples that were kind of on their, not at their peak. So searching for different types of fruits that are actually in season and super fresh. While I also stock up on frozen fruit as well for a backup, just in case. So cool. I look forward to seeing you next time. And please do, if you like a video, if you want more of certain types of videos, or if you want me to create a quick and delish version of a recipe for you, I would be thrilled and happy to do that for you. So I'm happy to modify like your standard family recipe, and whether or not you want to, you know, I'm just going to cook and delish it. That's my promise to you. And this is the second week of my virtual meal planning series. It's been a success. I'm in the second round or series of workshops. My first one was in October, and that was a super huge success. And then this second series has been really great. And lots of great questions, lots of great comments and excitement about trying recipes, quick and delish recipes, and then other people's recipes as well. And figuring out how to make meal planning a little bit easier. And that is huge because during the pandemic, we get a little more time at home, right? That's an under exaggeration. Imagine figuring out how to do meal planning before we actually get to the point that we are out and about a little bit more. Whatever that looks like in the future, we don't know. But if you figure out how to do meal planning now and you build your system, then that it'll make it easier for when we get to frolic out there in the world and do picnics. And I mean, we could do picnics now, but do things that we haven't been able to do. And I know in San Francisco we're a little bit more locked down than some areas of the United States or other countries. So anyway, that's it from me. I look forward to seeing you again in the future, and cheers to 2021. It's definitely going to be different, and I'm gonna go for better. Okay, take care. This is Alicia from Quick and Delish. Until next time, peace out.